Let me check. No, shalom. Okay. Wow, perfect timing, Ghost. I live with ghosts. It could be worse. Okay. All of them are holy ghosts except this one that makes noise when I'm doing something. What is it? 13 holy ghosts plus one. I call it class B ghosts. Alright, never mind. Yoga Sutra, book 1, Sutra 23. Today's gonna be really, really short. You know, lately my Sanskrit recitation has been 3 hours plus, 3+ hours. Today's gonna be like 30 minutes. Sorry. No, shalom. Ishivara Paranuitang Nang Devang. Okay, they use the style that I hate. So I must read this version. And they did something that I hate also, which is the divided single word into two. See this there? From here to there. It's supposed to be one word. Ishivara Paranuitang Nang Devang. Alright, moving on. Paranuitang Nang De Pakati Viveshwa Dang Valjitang. Paranuitang Nang De Pakati Viveshwa Visheshwa. Paranuitang Nang De Pakati Visheshwa Dang Valjitang. Ishivara Satamano Guru Hanoe. Nuo Tiang Ti Pi Tiang Namang Tereno. Ishivara Satamano Guru Hanoe Tia Pi Tiang Namang Tereno. Second try. Paranuitang na de Pakati Viveshe. Paranuitang na de Pakati Visheshwa Dang Vajitang. Ishivarasatamano Gurahana Tia Pitiang Namang Terena. Dada Pitiang Namang Teradapi Yogina Asanatamaha Samati Langapaha Samati Palam Jang Pavati Di. Ooh, okay. Second version, number 4. Tianang Dang. Tianang Dang. Okay. Second version, first try. Dadapi Tianang Dapi Yoginang Sananatama. I wish they had put a whole word there instead of fragments of the word. Tianang Dapi. Okay. Dadapi Tianang Dapi Yoginang Sananatamaha Samati Lapaha Samati Palam Jang Pavati Di. Okay. Now another version. Number 5. Does that mean I have to do 2 versions? So there may be like 2 more versions, totaling 4. Okay, so Darahe San. Darahe San, that's the change. Darahe. Alright, so this is the 3rd version, and there will be a 4th version. That's what happens with, the 5,100 years have passed away since one had the right text. 5,100 years. Here we go. Dadapi Tiang Namang Terang Dapi Yoginang Sunanatama. Oh, Dara. Okay. Dada Pityang Namang Drang Dapi Yogina Sadana Daraha Samatila Paha Samati Palam Jang Pavati Iti. Okay, so I got the third version right now, the fourth version. And this changes Nang Dapi. Okay. Fourth version, first try. Dada Pityang Nang Dapi Yogina Sadana Dara Dada Pityang Nang Dada Pityang Nang Dapi Yogina Sadana Daraha Samatila Paha Samati Palam Jang Pavati Iti. No, Shalom. Okay, now I'm gonna do just the original, straight from the beginning to the end. Just for, I'm gonna try it once to see if I could get it right without making a mistake. If I do make a mistake, then I'll just, finish up reading it. Alright, just one try. One and the last try. First and the last try. Here we go. Not Shalom. Ishapana Paranui Tang Nang De Wang Paranui Tang Nang De Pakati Bisheshung. Which is where that one didn't count. Ishapana Paranui Tang Nang De Wang Paranui Tang Nang De Pakati Bisheshwa Dang Bajitang Ishapara Gurahana Diapitya Namang Terena. Dada Pityang Namang Drang Dapi Yoginang Sananatamaha Samati Paha Samati Palam Jang Pavati Iti. Okay, moving on. No, Shalom. Okay. Or it is attained by devotion to the Ishvara. By devotion, by special kind of adoration, the Ishvara inclines. Inclines. I hate these sentences. By devotion, by a special kind of adoration, the Ishvara inclines and favors him merely because of the profound desire. I'm gonna read from the beginning. Because of profound desire. Okay. Or it is attained by devotion to the Ishvaran. By devotion, by a special kind of adoration, the Ishvaran inclines and favors him merely because of profound desire. Also, as a result of the profound desire for him, the yogin becomes most near to the attainment of concentration and to the result. Just to cover myself, I'm gonna read another translation. Maybe it's just designed that way. I'm supposed to read both versions. When it comes to translation, I don't know. Pabatiti. Okay, I was just matching up to see if they. So this one starts at E Shiva. Ooh, you know what? I have to do the whole thing all over again because I forgot. I should have started from here. I made a grave error. Welcome to my life. I made a grave error. So now I have to do everything all over. I don't mind it. It was gonna be a short session. Now it's not such a short session now. Kimetna semang debang sananatamaha samatil pavati. Second try. Kimetna semang debang sananatamaha samatil pavati. Okay, the change. Number 3. Sorry about this. Daraha sang. Second version, first try. Kimeta sema debang sanana daraha sama tilpavati. Atang siang nangapem. Pavatianiopi. Kashichitupang yo nang peti. Ishivara parano itang nang devang. I just wanna check. Okay. Second try. Atang siang lang pem pavatian yopim. Ishivadu pang yo nang petim. Ishivara pranui tang nang devang. Pranui tang nang de pakati visheshwa dang vajitang. Ishivara satamanu grahana diapitiang namang aterena. Second try. Pranui tang nang de pakati visheshwa dang vajitang. Ishivara satamanu grahana diapitiang namang aterena. Third try. Pranui tang nang de pakati visheshwa dang vajitang. Ishivara satamanu grahana diapitiang namang aterena. Okay, absolute last try. Pranui tang nang de pakati visheshwa dang vajitang. Ishivara satamanu grahana diapitiang namang aterena. Tadapitiang namang aterena dapi yogina asadanatamaha samadhi lampaha samadhi palam chang pavati iti. Well, at least it's going smooth. I'm just gonna do the 4 different versions. I just did one of them. Second version. Tadapitiang dapi yogina asadanatamaha samadhi lampaha samadhi palam chang pavati iti. Okay, third version. Tadapitiang namang terang dapi yogina asadanatamaha. Tadapitiang namang terang dapi yogina asadanataraha samadhi lampaha samadhi palam chang pavati iti. Okay, that passed. Well, fourth version, last version, and that's the end of the sentence. That's the end of the Sutra comment. Tadapitiang namang terang Tadapitiang. They should have put the entire word there. Tadapitiang dapi yogina sadanataraha samadhi lampaha samadhi palam chang pavati iti. No, shalom. Okay. I think that's it. I covered everything. Now, I'll read the translation again, so the meaning should be a little different now. Is concentration most near as a result of this last one only? Okay. Is concentration most near as a result of this last one only, or is there some other method also for its attainment or not? Or it is attained by devotion to the Ishvaran. By devotion, by a special kind of adoration, the Ishvara inclines and favors him merely because of profound desire. Also, as a result of the profound desire for him, the yogin becomes most near to the attainment of concentration and to the result. Now I could read the other translation. Whew. Is it the only means by which the spiritual absorption becomes speediest? I can't say speediest. Is it the only means by which the spiritual absorption becomes speediest? Or is there any other means for its attainment or not? Or from profound meditation upon Ishvaram? Ishvara being drawn by profound meditation, which is a particular kind of spiritual action, favors him as a result of his deep meditation alone. Simply from that deep meditation, the attainment of spiritual absorption and the fruit thereof become also speediest for the yogi. Okay, moving on. Yeah. Veda next. Go away. Class B ghost. I mean, angel. Class B angel. No, shalom, 2 minutes. Just give me 1 minute break. Thank you. Okay. Where's one? Nicotine. Ragabedam, Book 5, hymn 66. It's very short. Hopefully I could get the entire thing within half an hour still. I don't know. We'll try. I'll try. No, shalom. Chikitang na sukratu tevang maltang rishang dasang parunayang rata peshasem lati tang pranyase mahem. Second try. Parunayang rata peshase lati tang pranyase mahem. Tang hi kushataramabi hurutam kushataramabi hurutam samyaga surya mangashang se samyaga surya mangashang tem. Second try. Tang hi kushataramabi hurutam samyaga surya mangashang tem. Atang pranateva manganusham savarna tangi dashatama. Tang Pangmeshwar Ratangana Mulvim Gabiu Dimeshwar Ratahaviasyan Sushirtotim Atraka Sitomai Madnamahe. Okay, second try from here. I'm gonna back up because I like whatever I just read. Atang Pratevang Manusham Savarna Tangi Dashatama. Tang Pangmeshwar Ratangana Mulvim Ratangana Mulvim Gabiu Dimeshwar. Okay, last try on this. Tang Pangmeshwar Ratangana Mulvim Gabiu Dimeshwar Ratahaviasyan Sushirtotim Na Sushirtotim Tatraka Sato Tatraka Sato Mai Manang Mahe Tatraka Sato Mai Manang Mahe. Okay, second try. Ratahaviasyan Sushirtotim Tatraka Sato Mai Manang Mahe Tatraka Sato Mai Manang Mahe. Last try. Yeah, it's very short. Ratahaviasyan Sushirtotim Ratahaviasyan Sushirtotim Tatraka Sato Mai Manang Mahe. Atang hi kang biang yuvam takoshasyan bol piradu radet putang bol piradu tut bol piradu putang bol piradu putang. Okay, second try. Atang hi kang biang yuvam takoshasyan bol piradu putang. Last try. Atang hi kang biang yuvam takoshasyan bol piradu putang. Okay, absolute last try. Fourth try. Atang hi kang biang yuvam takoshasyan bol piradu putang. Ni ketunang janang nang jikete buddha takoshasang. Tadaratam Prativi Buruhat Chraban Esha Buruhat Chraba Esha Roshwi Noema. Interesting. Second try. Tadaratam Prativi Buruhat Chraba Esha Buruhat Chraba Esha Roshwi Noema. Last try. Tadaratam Prativi Buruhat Chraba Esha Buruhat Chraba Esha Roshwi Nama. Absolute last try. Fourth try. Tadaratam Prativi Buruhat Chraba Esha Roshwi Nama. Jiraya sanganang param prathvati kusharananti yama piha. Second try. Jiraya sanganang param prathvati kusharananti yama piha. Last try. Jiraya sanganang param prathvati kusharananti yama piha. Yadubang yajakusho mitra vayam jang surayah. I want to do it again. Second try. Yadubang yajakusho mitra vayam jang surayah. Bien 这是嘛 Bien 这是 bahupang yem yatemahi sebarang. Second try. Bien 这是 bahupang yem yatemahi sebarang. Shalom. O sapient men, call the two gods, the very wise, who slay the fool. For Varuna, whose form is law, place offerings for his great delight. For they have one unbroken sway in full perfection, power divine. And, like high laws, the world of man hath been made beautiful as light. Therefore we praise you, that your cars may travel far in front of ours, you who accept the eulogy of Aryan with his hymns. And ye show wisdom, wondrous gods, with fullness of intelligence. By man's discernment are ye marked, O ye whose might is purified. This is the law sublime, O earth, to aid the rushweed's toil for fame. The two, wide spreading, are prepared, they come with ample overflow. Mitran, ye gods with wandering eyes, would that the worshippers, they divided the word worshippers, sorry. Worshippers, okay, sorry. Yeah, I messed up at the end. That's the story of my life. Just before the finish line, you lose the first place and lose the second place, lose the first. You didn't get placed at all. Story of my life. Not for long. What? Mitra, ye gods with wandering eyes, would that the worshippers and we might strive to reach the realm ye rule, most spacious and protected realm. Sorry about that. Upanishad next, thank you. Just give me one more minute. Thank you. Okay, almost there. Taituturi Upanishad, ninth Anubhav again. There we go. No, shalom. It's like Seven Tiang Yapara Shamsang. Shamsang. Seven Tiang Yapara Shamsang. Ratan Jang. Seven Tiang Yapara Bachane. Bachane Jang. Second try. Wait, actually, I have to pronounce this correct. Seven Tiang Yapara Bachane Jang. Second try. Seven Tiang Yapara Shamsang. Ratan Jang. Seven Tiang Yapara Bachane Jang. Satyam Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Second try. Actually, I want to do third try on the Ratam. Ratam Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Satyam Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Tapashi Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Tamashi Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Shamashi Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Agana Yashi Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Agani Hutram Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Atita Yashi Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Manusham Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. I want to say this again. Tatita Yashi Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Manusham Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Prajang Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Prajanashi Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Prajang Tishi Jam Seven Tiaya Baravachane Jam. Satyamiti Satyabachang Rangati Tarahe. Tapan iti Taponitiahe. Pauro Shishituihe. Pauro Shishituihe. Almost done. Second try. Tapan iti Taponitiahe. Pauro Shishituihe. Seven Tiaya Baravachane Eveti Nangako Maudu Galiahe. Second try. Seven Tiaya Baravachane Eveti Nangako Maudu Galiahe. Tadati Tapas Tadati Tapas Tadati Tapahe. Second try. Tadati Tapas Tadati Tapahe. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get through the entire thing without making a mistake, but I'll try just once, and if I do make a mistake, I'll finish it up. I'm not gonna stop. Okay, here we go. No, shalom. Seven Tiaya Parashamsang Ratam Jang Seven Tiaya Paravachane Jang. Satyam Jang Seven Tiaya Paravachane Jang. Tapashi Jang sư vâng thiang ya parabachane chang Dhamma shi chang sư vâng thiang ya parabachane chang Shama shi chang sư vâng thiang ya parabachane chang Agana ya shi chang sư vâng thiang ya parabachane chang Agni hotram chang sư vâng thiang ya parabachane chang Aditya shi chang sư vâng thiang ya parabachane chang Manusham chang sư vâng thiang ya parabachane chang Parajang chang sư vâng thiang ya parabachane chang Prajana shi chang sư vâng thiang ya parabachane chang Prajang ti shi chang sư vâng thiang ya parabachane chang Satyamiti satyavachang rang thi tarahe tapang iti taponityahe pauro shishituihe sư vâng thiang ya parabachane evati nangako maudgaliyahe tadati tapas tadati tapahe no shalom iti navamunubangkahe. Okay, so if you listen to the entire thing and after having listened to the translation, you might be, I won't be surprised if you got healed of an illness. Here we go. The right and also study and teaching. So they forgot to add the beginning part. So that's the term. Can I find that? No, they're using it everywhere. I'll just read this then. Study of the sacred word, the most important of all duties. The right, and also study and teaching. The true, and also study and teaching. Austerity, and also study and teaching. Self-control, and also study and teaching. Tranquility, and also study and teaching. The fires, and also study and teaching. The Agnihotra sacrifice, and also study and teaching. Guests, and also study and teaching. Humanity, and also study and teaching. Offspring, and also study and teaching. Begetting, and also study and teaching. Procreation, and also study and teaching. The true, says Satyavachas, truthful. Atitaram. Austerity, says Taponitya, devoted to austerity. Pauro Shishitui. Just study and teaching, says Nangaka, painless. Maudgalia. For that is austerity. For that is austerity. Okay. Mahabharata, next and last. Thank you. 2 minutes. Right away, I'm disliking the text because of the semicolons they're using to indicate the line change. So they're not sure. It's telling me that they're not sure if it's one or two words. Like this, obviously, is one word. I keep saying, AI must have done it. I'm scratching my head as I'm saying it. Okay, just give me another minute because it's gonna be. I thought my session was gonna be short, but no. Sanskrit has been invaded by semicolons. It's in the literal sense. And I am not lying. Look at all these semicolons. There's a semicolon on every single sentence. There's a semicolon in every single sentence. Yeah. So now it's gonna take double the time of the effort at least. 21 shlokas, but they're obviously longer than the average shloka. It's like 30 shlokas. Okay. I'm just looking at what I'm up against here because this seems, semicolon. You see these semicolons in every single sentence? Like every single line, actually. Every line has a semicolon. It indicates that, they found these texts in 2 lines. They're not sure if this is 1 or 2 words, so we're gonna add a semicolon there. That's why I keep on saying it must be done by an AI. Okay, 1 minute, thank you. When Mahabharata is, I believe, at least, it's really long. Mahabharata has been around forever. We're talking like tens of thousands of years. It came out before it actually happened. So it was a book of prophecy, and when the events actually happened, as the book said it, like, I bet some people are following the book as the events were unfolding. And then it became a history book after, the war in Kurukshetra. The war in Kurukshetra involved 1 billion inhabitants on the earth at that time. That's pretty much everybody on the earth. At 1 billion people, that's pretty much everybody 5,100 years ago. And that's exactly what it was. It was, if you ask Hindus, they'll say, oh, it was the World War II. What was World War I? Oh, it was the war in Ramayana, King Rama and Ravana went against each other. And it was like 1.5 million years ago. That was the first World War. The second World War was Mahabharata, 5,100 years ago. According to some Hindus, they'll actually tell you that, the first World War happened 1.5 million years ago with King Rama, or Lord Rama, and Ravana. So when you read it in Aryan Sanskrit, it hits like as if it's happening, like as if you're watching a movie. That's what's, the advantage of being able to read this text in the Aryan Sanskrit, Aryan accent, whatever you call it. It feels as if I'm already, so I forget the fact that all these texts are at least, they're at least 5,100 years old before they started disintegrating like what you're looking at now. The 5,100 years ago, these texts were intact. Alright, I'm done taking a break. Here we go. I'll just give it 3 tries. That's what I'll do. For every single line. No, Shalom. Help me, God. Yang tiru pangchang. Aham. Yang trinahushasyang putraha puroha pitang savaputa pamanate pramchitaha surasada taishui lokang de parichutaha. How was the first line was okay. I wanna do it again though. Aham. Yang trinahushasyang putraha puroha pitang savaputa pamanate. Yeah, it's fun. Pramshitaha surasada taishui lokang de parich. So this is one word, obviously. Pramshitaha surasada taishui. Surasada taishui lokang de parichutaha. Prapatang miarepang munuyaha. Prapatang miarepupang. Prapatang miarepapunuyaha. Second try. Pramshitaha surasida taishui lokang de parichutaha. Prapatang miarepapunuyaha. Last try. Pramshitaha surasida taishui lokang de parichutaha. Prapatang miarepapunuyaha. Okay, fourth try, the absolute last try. Pramshitaha surasida taishui lokang de parichutaha. Prapatang miarepapunuyaha. Aham hi poevo payasang pada piasetang pivang pavada piasetang. Yeah, this is one word also, so it messed me up. Pavada piasetang pivang dam pavatang nang parayunjem. Second try. Aham hi poevo payasang pavada piasetang pivang dam pavatang nang parayunjem. Last try. Aham hi poevo payasang pavada piasetana pivang dam pavatang na parayunjem. Yung pidiyang tapasang janamanang mang burodataha sang pujio pavati divijang nang. So this is supposed to be one word. I'm 60% sure. So a second version. Yung pidiyang tapasang janamanang Mahabharata sang pujio pavati divijang nang. Ashataka uvangchang. Abang di shivada badasang payasang. Abang di de chat. Abang di de chashet di shitam. Abang di shichet payasang yah sang burodatam iti rang jadanang pyabadaha katanchit. Burodatam iti. Yeah, this is 2 words. Okay, second try. Abang di shichet payasang yah sang burodatam iti rang jadanang pyabadaha katanchit. Yung bang bidevanam payasang 사는 스마 부르드타흐 상 에방 우지용 파바티 드비장 낭하면. Second try. 용 방에 비드방하는 바야상에 사는 스마 부르드타흐 상 에방 우지용 파바티 드비장 낭하면. 여양 뒤로 방장. Partikulam kaimanum. Who's it down the right side? Thanks so, semicolon. Contingent, semicolon. Sorry. Semicolon contingency. Pama who's it down the Vaitate Paravanue. Wow. Pama who's it down the Vaitate Pama Husutade Vaitate Paravanue, Pangapalokiama. I'm just gonna put that there so I know what I'm doing. Okay, second try. Pratikulam Kaimanum Pama Hustat Sutang Pama Husutade Vaitatem Pama Husutade. That's where I'm messing up. Pama Husutade Pama Husutade Vaitate Paravanue Pangapalokiama. Third try, last try. Partikulam Kaimanum Pama Husutade Vaitate Paravanue Pangapalokiama. Moving on. Sananto Satang Nano Valtananti Jaitadiatang Atamaisha Manukula Bangdi. Second try, so this is one word. Or supposed to be one word. Sananto Satang Nano Valtananti Jaitadiatang Atamaisha Manukula Bangdi. Aphudatanam Me Pipulam Mahadevai Vichashitamano Na Pikanantang Tadasami Mahadevai Vichashitamane. Okay, I'm gonna do I'll just try it once. I'm not sure. This is 50-50 right now. It could be one word or it could have been two words. I'm gonna do a second version just once. Aphudatanam Me Pipulam Mahadevai Vichashitamano Na Pikanantang Tadasami. Okay, going back to the original, I think the first version is correct. Aphudatanam Me Pipulam Mahadevai Vichashitamano Na Tikanantang Tadasami. Last try on the first version. So yeah, it's. I think it's leaning more towards it's supposed to be two words. Aphudatanam Me Pipulam Mahadevai Vichashitamano Na Tikanantang Tadasami. Evam Pratang Aryan Mahite Nivishitwa Yom Patate Sang Vijananati Jivana. Okay. Second try. Evam Pratang Aryan Mahite Nivishitwa Yom Patate Sang Vijananati Jivana. Nang Pang Bang Mahavo Jivaloke Daivang Ati Nang Ashita Jashita Tikang Rang. Okay, so I think this is supposed to be one word. So second version. Nang Pang Bang Mahavo Jivaloke Daivang Ati Nang Ashita Jashita Tikang Rang. Tata Prang Pian Na Pihanietang Tiro Deshitam Paliyang Iti Matavang Mabud Tiang. Stop it, second class ghost. Matavang Mabud Tiang Matavang Mabud Tiang. Okay. Now I gotta figure this. Tiro Deshitam Tiro Deshit. No. Dr. Pang Pian Na Bihanietang Tiro Deshitam Paliyang. I'm gonna do a second version just once. I'm gonna assume that this is supposed to be one word. Tata Pang Pian Na Bihanietang Tiro Deshitam Paliyang Iti Matavangate Mabud Tiang. Okay, second try on the second version. Tata Prang Pian Na Bihaniet Tata Prang Pian Na Bihanietang Tiro Deshitam Paliyang Iti Matavangate Mabud Tiang. Going back to the original version, second try. Tata Prang Pian Na Bihanietang Tiro Deshitam Paliyang Iti Vatevangate mabude tiang sukham, sorry. Sukham hi jananturiadi vangapi tuhakam daivangatinam binandati natamashakatiyam. Second try. That was good actually. Sukham hi jananturiadi vangapi tuhakam daivangatinam binandati natamashakatiyam. Tasamad deshirtam palavananya mani. So this is 2 words, okay. Palavana manya mano na sanjubarenan api hurashvuya tu kadang chitta. Second try. I'm at shloka 7 now, but quarter of the way done. Could have been easier if, I didn't have to deal with semicolons. No, it's like 3 times the work, 4 times the 5 times the work. No lie. Tasmada deshirtam palavana mania mano na sananjavarana api hurashvatu katanga chitta. Last time. Tasmada deshirtam palavana mania mano na sananjavarana api hurashvatu katanga chitta. Sanjavarana api hurashvatu katanga chitta. Okay, moving on. Tuhaken Tapiana Sukhena Hurushweta Samya. Guess where I messed up? If you don't know Sanskrit. Guess where I messed up? You see that semicolon littered literally. I don't know how I read Sanskrit. I must read it visually because it just messes me up. I can't help it. I try to not mess up, but 후루슈였드까 후루슈였드 사면은 발대땅 사다이반 티라흐. Okay, second try. 두학현 다피에는 수케나 후루슈였드 사면은 발대땅 사다이반 티라흐. Last try. 두학현 다피에는 수케나 후루슈에트 사면은 발대땅 사다이바 티라흐. Absolute last try. Fourth try. 두하케는 다피에는 수케나 후루슈에트 사면은 발대땅. Yeah, it's fucking messing me up. This semicolon. This complain. Do over. 두하케나 다피에는 수케나 후루슈에트 사면은 발대땅 사다이바 티라흐. 드실땀 발리양 이티 마니아마노 나 산지바레는 아피 후루슈에트 가당 치트. Second try. 드실땀 발리양 이티 마니아마노 나 산지바레는 아피 후루슈에트 가당 치트. Last try. Deshirtam paliyang iti maniamano na sanjivarena api hurushuyat katang chitta. Payan na muhyang myashitakang ham katang chitta satang samtang po chit. Yeah, guess where I messed up? So it's like 5 times the work. Thanks to that semicolon contingency. Chitta samtang pom me mang naso mang sati kasu chitta. Second try. Payan na muhyang myashitakang ham katang chitta samtang po me mang naso mang sati kasu chitta. Yeah. Last try. Yeah, it's messing me up. It's like my soul, somewhere a part of my soul just goes, what the F, or the fa, you know, F-U-K, da fa. Just something, okay, cool. Last try. Paya na muhyang miyash. Paya na muhyang miyashitagang ham katang. Chitta something po me manaso na sati kashichita. Tang tang yatang bidatang ati. Look at Turuvam, Tatang ham pavitati matubang. Okay, Turuvam. Okay, second, I'm gonna do a different version. Tang tang yatang bidatangati loke truvam tatang ham pavitati matubang samsibedajang anundojang udupidang shijang. So this is 2 words. 안은두종 아드피정 시정 사리스르빵 해 그럼가 요탕 부스 마드시영 해 삼스베 다정 안은두정 우드피정 시정 사리스르빵 해 그러마 요탕 부스 마드시영 해 냥. Do anybody like scaring ghosts? I don't like scaring ghosts, but I end up scaring ghosts, and sometimes I giggle. I can't help myself. Sorry. I try to not giggle when I make fun of ghosts. Like what I'm doing right now is scare the shit out of some ghosts. And they're like, "What in the app? I haven't heard that in 10,000." Here we go. 삼스베다정 안은도정에 우드피당 시장 사리스르빵해 그르빠요 탕아부스 마트시영해. That deserves a do-over. I need a drink. That's what I need. I'm a third of the way through. It's almost Shabbat, I believe. I have 1 hour left. So I'm gonna take it easy. It's kicking in. I don't know if anybody's like me, but before Shabbat happens, Shabbat kicks in physically. I'm like, it must be Shabbat. I'm shutting down. So I'm gonna prepare to shut down by giving myself some gin and tonic. The only alcoholic beverage I approve now. If you don't have tonic, then juice is fine. Gin and tonic, option 2B, or plan B is gin and juice. If you're drinking anything else, you must be celebrating for something. I have no time to celebrate for anything. Every day is a celebration. Every day is a Halloween if you're Satan. I must bless my drink. Blessed my drink, as I call it. Hare Krishna, Hare Balarama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Yudhishthira. No, Shalom. Okay. That was really good. So my body's thanking me. I think the body is like one's dog. The soul's dog is one's body. My body's thanking me. It's going, thank you for the treat. You're welcome, body. Okay, last try. 삼스베다정 안운도정 우드 비당 시장 사리 스르빵 흐 그르마 요탕 아프수 마트시앙 흐 따탕 시망나 스르너 강 시탐 부유 부유 따탕 시망나 스르너 따탕 시망나 스르너 강 시탐 장 살밤 드시다쿠쇼염 스방은 파라크르팀 파는 자템 파자는 템 그 second try 따탕 시마나 스트르너 강시탐 장 살밤 드시다쿠쇼염 스방은 파라크르팀 파는 자템. That was good. Last try. 따탕 시마나 스트르너 강시탐 장 살밤 드시다쿠쇼염 스방은 파라크르팀 반자는 템 absolute last try 파자는 템 따탕 시마나 스트르너 강시탐 장 살밤 디슈타쿠쇼염 스방은 파라크르팀 파자는 템. Okay, moving on. I said it right before. 아니티야 땅 수카도 카시양 부드 트봉 가스마드 삼땅 빠마실떡강 함 파제야마. Second try. 아니티야 땅 수카도 카시양 부드 트봉 가스마드 삼땅 빠마실떡강 함 파제야마. 김꾸리양 빠이 김짱 그르뜨봉 능 따피에 따스마드 삼땅 빰 발자야미야 파라마트 따흐 발자야미야 파라마트 따흐. Now I gotta figure out if this is one word or two words. 따피에 김꾸리양 빵 김짱 그르뜨봉 능 따피에 따스마드 삼땅 빰. I think it's one word. Okay. 발자야미야 파라마트 따흐. Second try, first try, second version. Kim Kuriam Pai Kim Chang Kurtubang Nang Tapia Tasumata Samtangapam Vajayamia Paramatatahe. Second try on the second version. Kim Kuriam Pai Kim Chang Kurtubang Nang Tapia Tasumata Samtangapam Vajayamia Paramatatahe. Yeah, it's messing me up. That's why I'm repeating myself, even though I said it right, because like something is messed up when I say it. I have to say it again. Okay, last try. Kim Kuriam Pai Kim Chang Kurtubang Na Tapia Tasmata Samtang Pam Vajayamia Paramatatahe. How do I want to handle this? Okay, absolute last try on the second version. Kim Kuriam Pai Kim Chang Kurtubang Na Tapia Tasmata Samtang Pam Vajayamia Paramatatahe. It's like finishing ending at the finishing line with all your forms messed up. But I finished it anyway. Original version, second try. Kim Kuriam Pai Kim Chang Kurtubang Na Tapia Tasmata Samtang Pam Vajayamia Paramatatahe. Ashirtokan Ubang Chang. Yeah, Lokan He Pai Vanandra Pratana Sitavayang Pukatang Yam Chang Kalam Yatang Chang. I have to do it again because the semicolon, it's messing me up to no end. I am not lying. Even if I said it right, it just feels wrong. Yeah, it's supposed to be one word. Second try. Yeah, Lokang He Pai Vanandra Pratana Sitavayang Pukatang Yam Chang Kalam Yatang Chang. Taname Rajanam Bruhi Salvam Yata Batakushoturan. Guess where I messed up? Cliche now. That's where I messed up. I could have finished it by now. Anyway, yeah. That's what I'm dealing with here. So I must read Sanskrit visually because, every time it's visually messed up, it messes me up. I must admit that now at this point. So if the text is not written correctly, it messes me up. If you're a Sanskrit scholar, you should be taking notes. Oh, wow, nobody taught him Sanskrit, but if there's a incorrect text, the past life's speaker of Sanskrit will mess up in this life. No matter, I've tried everything to not mess up. There's no way. I have to try it 3 times. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like a half a miracle, if you will. It's crazy that I'm messing up every time. Yeah, it really hurts. Yeah, I'm not lying to you when I say it really hurts. That if this word, it's one word by the way, wasn't infiltrated infiltrated with that semicolon and divided the word into 2, like this, the current, no, I don't want to say status. This is like what's going on in the world right now. It's like the semicolon has infiltrated and divided the one word into 2. Almost prophetic. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah, that's messing me up, man. I don't know what to do. It's messing me up to the point that I can't even fix myself. Crazy. Okay, which means I must drink more and smoke more. That's what it means. I guess God wants me to drink more and smoke more. That's what I could say. Otherwise, I can't. I gotta shut off this live stream. I can't do it because I'm not doing it for myself. Because somebody, like thousands of years from now is gonna look at this. We have the internet now, which means like whatever's on the internet is practically forever. Anyway, whatever I said there, somebody's gonna listen to it 1,000 years from now. They're gonna go, wow, it's really brilliant. So that's what I'm doing here. So it's not just me. I'm not just doing it for me. Of course me, but I'm not just doing it for me. I'm also doing it for people thousands of years from now. You're like, wow. And I'm messing up because of that. And I'm messing up later because of that. If that pertains to a live episode, I'm with you. I messed up later because that happened before. What the fuck? That semicolon is like an arrow attacking the Sanskrit word, and it has divided it into half even. Wow, I got that right that time. So that's what I'm dealing with here. Is I'm dealing with semicolons, which should not be there. The Sanskrit chapter has been infiltrated with semicolons. Why did that? The scholars found the text in 2 lines. They were not sure if this is 1 word or 2 words. So they just put a semicolon to indicate that, hey, these are 2 lines. You figure it out, so I have to figure it out. You figure it out. You, who are you? Who's that person? Me, friggin' me. I have to figure this out. It's like that. So I keep saying, the AI must have done all this because human could have figured some of these things out. This is obvious, and I'm having such trouble pronouncing that word. Because the semicolon contingency is what I call it. The semicolon contingency. I could have been done like half an hour ago. Okay, second try. Janamem rang janam bruhi saivam etang bada kashatra jinya bada pasha setevam hi talman. And of course, the second class ghosts are attacking me. The Holy Ghost won't do anything about it. That's what surprises me to the point that I sometimes get angry. It's like, hey, we got like 13 Holy Ghosts here. How can you not like counter that ghost? Oh, it has to do with my karma. Oh. Story of my life. They can't interfere. Oh, okay. There you go. Well, at least there's a line, that's drawn somewhere. I'm aware of the line. That's what I'm relying on, is the line. He's like, hey, if you're gonna, if you could die, somebody, could get really angry at you, and you could die. Why are you so calm? And it's because I do have angels. Personal angels, because I rescued them myself. Now I got to find out why things happen to them as they happen. Like, all of them were victims of violent crime, murder, let's just say murder. So, and now they're getting to find out why the crime happened, which, made them pass away. And some of them are crying because they know what happened. Oh, that happened like hundreds of years. That happened hundreds of years ago. I'm not kidding. That episode happened hundreds of years ago. Yeah, I don't like karma either. Okay, here we go. Shokan 12, second part, first try. No, second try. Tanam Rajanam Buruhi Saivam Yatang Bada Gashatra Jinya Bada Pasha Devam Yatang Bada Gashatra Jinya Bada Pasha Devam Hi Taimane. I'm shaking my head because this is where I'm messing up. Why? I don't understand it. It's as if like God is saying there's no God. What does that mean? If there's no God, Satan should be the God then. Anyway, me, like, I can't believe that nobody has the intelligence to know that this is supposed to be one word, dude. So, but you must be a freaking AI, whoever did this. Tanum Ranjanam Bruhi Saivam Yatavata Gashatra Jinyavada Pasha Santavam Hi Taimana Yang Tiruvanchang Ranjan Hama Samihan. Now I'm messing up and no more words. That's Kaima for you. You can't really fight against Kaima. That's why I don't, I try, but I don't try demonically anymore. I try, and if I become demonic about my trying, I stop. I go, time to stop. You cannot go against Kaima. Here you go. First try. Shloka 13. Rangjang hama samihan salva pama setatum. Oh, yeah, one word. Salva pama setatum lokana mahato ajayam blank. Second try. Rangjang hama hamiha samiha. Rangjang hama samiha salva pama. Oh my god, I fucking messed up at the fucking now I'm dropping F-bombs. I am so angry at that semicolon. I declare war against semicolons. Why? Because they have infiltrated Sanskrit texts. This is supposed to be one word. One word, by the way. One word. Not divided by a semicolon. So I keep saying, the AI must have done all this because a human could have figured some of these things out. Unless humans are so stupid now that they can't figure it out. Holy shit. Oh god. Samihang Salva Palma Setatum Lokana Mahato Ajayam Pain. Last try. Samihang Salva Palma Setatum Lokana Mahato Ajayam Pain. That was, you know what, for just the record's sake, I'm gonna say what it says there. If it sounds funny, I don't blame you. Hama Samiha Salva Palma Setato Lokana Mahato Ajayam Pain. It could be either, and you know what, now I stand at 50-50. I can't tell. So it's good that I pronounced, I recited both versions. That's why I'm doing this, because I'm the only one who's gonna do this in 2 versions in the entire friggin' world. I am not lying to you. Tatarabasam Parshasa Sarama Tram Tato Lokam Paramasmia Pew Petaho Paramasmia Pew Paramasmia Pew Petaho. Second try. Tatarabasam Parshasa Sarama Tram Tato Lokam Paramasmiam Pew Petaho Paramasmia Pew Petaho. Last try. Tatarabasam Parshasa Sarama Tram Tato Lokam Paramasmia Pew Petaho. The absolute last try, the fourth try. Tatarabasam Parshasa Sarama Tram Tato Lokam Paramasmia Pew Petaho. Okay, I was hiccuping. That one didn't. I'm still hiccuping, so that one didn't count. Still hiccuping. Have a non-alcoholic drink. Yeah, my body shuts down before Shabbat on Friday night. It starts to shut down like an hour before it happens. So I'm shutting down right now. Tatarabasam Parshasa Saramang Tram Tato Lokam Paramasmia Pew Petaho. Tataho Purim Puruhutation. What the heck? Self. Tataho Purim Puruhutation Ramim Sasradvanram Shatayojana Yatam Shatayojana Yatam. Okay, second try. Tataho Purim Puruhutan. Tataho Purim Tataho Purim Puruhutation Ramim Sasradvanram Shatayojana Yatam. Atiang Basam Parshasasramatram. I messed up because I saw that thing. I got scared. So semicolon scares the shit out of me sometimes. I'm not lying to you. And in Sanskrit text, it doesn't scare me, when I'm reading English. But when I see it in Sanskrit, holy Sanskrit text, I sometimes get scared. I am not lying. Parshasasramatram Tato Lokam. So scared. Paramasmia Pew Petaho. Still scared. After saying that in that holy text. I'm just gonna mark that like that. So, so my mind knows that it's been infiltrated. So it knows. So I could pronounce it correctly. Because what it's doing is just messing me up. I figured out like today that I must be pronouncing Sanskrit visually, because whenever I see it, I mess up no matter what it is, where it is. It just messes me up. No matter what I do, I try to do everything to not mess up. I still mess up. I have to say 3 times not to mess up. Okay, here we go. No, shalom. Atiyam basam pashasa sarama tram tato lokam paramasmia pupetah. Last time. Atiyam basam pashasa sarama tram tato lokam paramasmia pupetah. Maybe I should look at it before I even. Okay, it's 2 words. Tatong tibiamajaram prangpyan lokam prajang patel loka patel durang apame prajang patel loka patel durang apame lokam prajang patel loka patel durang prajang patel loka patel durang apame. Interesting. Second try. Shloka 15, halfway through. Tatong tibiamajaram prangpyan lokam prajang patel loka patel durang apame. Last try, third try. Tatum tibiamajaram prangpyan lokam prajang patel lokam lokam. Oh, I did it right. I doubted myself and I paid the price for it. What is the price? Energy and more time. Prajang patel loka patel durang apame. Okay, absolute last try, the 4th try. Stop, cars. Make your engines less like silent. The future is silent. Cars. I'm talking to cars. Stupid, loud cars. Tatung divyamajaram prangpyang lokam prajang patel loka patel durang apame. Tatang vasam pashasa saramang tanam tato lokam paramasmia pupetah. Devasyan diveshane jang. I fucked up just because that was I It's really semicolon contingency. I cannot say anything better or worse at this point. And this is exactly what it is, semicolon contingency in holy Sanskrit texts. I messed up. I shouldn't have messed up, but I still messed up. Because why? Because that was there, effing there. F. I cannot say the F bomb. F. That F. Semicolon. F. Bold, italicized. Semicolon. I can't express it any worse than this. This is worser than I thought. This is the worstest. This is the friggin' worstest. Putting a semicolon. I messed up, and I shouldn't have messed up. Why? Because these are 2 words. I shouldn't have messed up. I still messed up. Why? Semicolon contingency. So I must drink. I shouldn't have messed up. I still messed up. Why? This semicolon contingency. I have nothing better or worse to say at this point. I shouldn't have messed up. I mean, it is written as it is, but you know what? I still messed up. This shouldn't have been there. My mind says, what? It says, the fuck. That's what it says. My mind goes, the fuck. The fuck. D-A. Da. F-U-Q. 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 The fuck. I cannot say anything right after seeing that. I just described what's happening to my mind. So when I see that, I'm reading everything correctly up to this point, and then after that, I cannot say anything correctly after this. So I must train my mind to somehow. Okay, so right now, I could use a semicolon to block it out. But I cannot always block it out. Somebody might say, well, why don't you just use like block and just block it out, because this thing here, it has a semicolon. Okay, so this is one word, or it was and is, as it is supposed to be one word. This, however, is supposed to be two words. No, why is it happening that way? Once again, for the third time, when the scholars found these texts, they found it in two lines. They weren't sure if they were one word or two words, so they just put a semicolon. Hey, we just gonna, we're letting you know that we found these texts in two lines by putting semicolons there. Now I'm plagued by semicolons. And how are you even able to read this text? Because I am not an alien. I am your father. I mean, that should make sense. Now, how are you able to read this text? Look, I am your father. Oh, that makes sense. Fathers know things that sons don't know. Here we go. Second time. Devasien, Niveshane, Jam, Bijitian, Lokan, Abasam, Yateshirtame. Last time. Devasien, Niveshane, Jam, Bijitian, Lokan, Abasam, Yateshirtame. Yeah, it messes me up. It's just like I just can't read Sanskrit. After seeing that, my mind cannot read Sanskrit for like a second. After seeing these semicolons, my mind cannot read Sanskrit for another second. It's a fact. Sampujamana satri dashaiha, Sampujamana satri dashaiha, Samasatai Satulia Prabhavadiyutiri Shivaranam. Thanks a lot, these semicolons. This is a beautiful word. Infiltrated by a semicolon, made it into an ugly two words. Or unrecognizable. It is not. It cannot recognize the beautiful word anymore because it was infiltrated by a semicolon. It's not as beautiful as before. That's for sure. Almost put. Okay. Second time. Sampujamana satri dashaiha samasata. Fucking amen. That's exactly where I'm messing up. I'm messing up exactly there. Sampujamana satri dashai. Sampujamana satri dashaiha samasatai situliya prabhavadiyutiri shivaranama. Last time. Sampujamana satri dashaiha samasatai situliya prabhavadiyutiri shivaranam. Okay, absolute last try, fourth try. Sampujamana satri dashaiha samasatai situliya prabhavadiyutiri shivaranam. Sanskrit says you pronounced it right 2 tries ago, move on. But I love the sentence. It's not gonna be pronounced again for another few years until I pronounce it again, because nobody pronounced this. Who's gonna pronounce this? This. Who else is gonna pronounce that as Tamasitai Situlia Prabhavadiyutiri Shivaranam? The closest you'll get in this world besides me is, and I'm just talking to somebody who knows Sanskrit. Tamasitai Sutulia Prabhavadiyutiri Shivarana Nama. They're gonna say Nam, not even Nama. So, I'm not gonna say that for a few years. So, come on, Sanskrit, let me say it. Tatha Nanandanim Kama Kamarupi. Sambata sarana mayutam shatanganam. Beautiful, beautiful sentence. So I will say it again. I say it 3 times anyway. Tatang basam nanandane kamarupi sambata sarana mayutam shatanganam. 사하브사로 필비항라는 분우여가는 당하는 바시아는 나가는 보실비땀 실장하루 루pan. So if anybody is taking notes, this is supposed to be one word. Get rid of the semicolon. I'm not gonna email this person because so many is the person that I'm gonna email to. If I do email to him anyway, is he AI? You know. Yeah, this is supposed to be one word. It's not 2 words. They found it in 2 lines. It's supposed to be 1 word, not 2 words. 1 word. Get rid of that semicolon, make that into 1 word. Whoever's relevant, whoever's watching. If you're of the Alphabet Agency, please help sanskritdocuments.org. And this is like called struggling. They're struggling. 사하브 사로 필바하라는 사하브 사로 필바하라는 분우여가는 당는 바시아는 나강하는 보실비땅 짱루루빵. 나 본들은 그냥 사하브 사로 필바하라는 사하브사로 필비하라는 본우여가는 당하는 바시아는 나강하는 보실비땀 실장하루루빵하는. Okay, second try. At least I got 1. 17 right now. I'm about 10 away. 11 or 10. Halfway done for sure. More than halfway done. And I'm very drunk because I can't stand these. My method of fighting against these semicolon contingency is to drink and smoke cannabis. 사하브사로 필비하라는 본우여는 가는 본우여. 사하브사로 필비하라는 사라브사로 필비하라는 본우여 가는 당하는 바시아는 가는 Come on. At least I got 1 right. Okay, so Sanskrit is arguing with me. It's not about me. I said it right once. I should move on. But I like the text so much that I want to say it again. So I'm going to try it just once more. If I fail, I'll move on. But if I make it, then I'm going to keep just doing it 3 times anyway, no matter what happens. 사하브사로 필비하라는 본우여가는 당하는 바시아는 나강하는 보실비땀 실장하루루빵. Interesting, very interesting Sanskrit. Sanskrit is a living language. You can actually talk to Sanskrit if you're intelligent enough. That's what I'm gonna say. Tatrasatam devasukeshu sakatam kalati mahati tatoti mangatram sakatam. Okay, so this is supposed to be 2 words. This is what's holding me back. Is a semicolon contingency. Tatrasatam devasukeshu sakatam kalati te mahati tatoti mangatram. Last try. Tatrasatam devasukeshu sakatam kalati te mahati tatoti mangatram. Okay, absolute last try, 4th try. Tatrasatam devasukeshu sakatam kalati te mahati tatoti mangatram. Okay, the end of the world try, 5th try. I barely do 5th tries. tatrasatam devasukeshu sakatam ganglati dem mati tatoti mantram tu tum devana mabrabi du grarupong tvam rupotvam satyuch jaitsutri. So I'm gonna do two versions of this line. Shloka 18 right now. Oh wow! Oh my God! I'm almost done. I thought I thought I had to read up to 28. This is 21, by the way. This is 21. I'm at 18. I'm only 4 away. All right, this is nothing new. I've already won. So I'm gonna do two versions. Tvam. So the rule, I believe, is that this should be one word. But I'll do two versions anyway, because I'm almost done. I'm so drunk and I don't even care anymore. Dude, and even when I'm drunk, because I could say Akabahadayu. That is the Ganmanantram in the short version. Hare Krishna, Hare Bama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Utishidinum. The negative effects of alcohol do not actually apply to me unless I'm actually with somebody. There's nobody here, So I'm gonna just have fun from now. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'll do two versions. First version, first try. I might get it the first try, mother. Are you kidding me? Second try, first version. Tu ton devana mabarabi duguran. Tu ton devana mabarabi duguraru po tvam setiu chaistriha. Tvam setiu chaistriha. Plutena sebarena. Third try. Tu ton devana mabarabi duguraru po tvam setiu chaistriha. Plutena sebarena. Shalom. Okay, first try, second version. Tu tum devana mabaravi duguraru potvam setiu chaistriha plutena sutrena. Okay, I have to say that again. Devana mabaravi duguraru potvam setiu chaistriha plutena suvarena. Second try, second version. So this is really 50-50. It could have been one word or it could have been two words. Tu ton devana mabarabi duguraru potvam setiu chaistriha plutena savarena. At the absolute last try, the fourth try. Tu ton devana mabarabi duguraru potvam setiu chaistriha plutena savarena. Etam vaname piditam rajasi simha. Well, now I could check. Okay, so this is 2 words. So sometimes it's 2 words, sometimes it's 1 word. I am not lying to you. Fucking amen. Etang baname viditam rangajasim dato prashurtoham nanandana kushvina punuyahe. Second try. Shloka 19. Oh my God, home stretch. If I could finish the whole session before 2 hours, I'll be so happy. Etanavana piditam rajasimham tato prashurtoham nandanate kushvina punuyah. Last try. Shloka 19, first part. Etang baname piditam rajasimham tato prashurtoham nandanate kushvina punuyah. Baja Shrangu Sham. Wow, Shrangu Sham. That's not something I see every day. I'm so sorry. Shao sham, shao sham. Okay. Wang to shao sham, dan tariko shwa, surang na manukuro shang, chetang, chetang. Yeah, this is supposed to be one word. So sometimes it's one word. It's like half of the time it's one word, half the time it's two words. You can't tell unless you actually say the entire sentence. Then if you're human, then you get a sense out of what you're supposed to say. That's why I keep saying that this must have been done by AI. AI wouldn't have an idea if it's supposed to be one word. As human, I could tell this is supposed to be one word. I'm done. Okay, second try. Sham Janan Tariku Swim Surang Manukuro Shang Chreta Shang Surang Manukuro Shang Chrochang. Wow. Yeah, this is really messing me up. I'm messing up here, but because that was there, it's messing me up later. Surang Manukuro Shang fucking Āmēn. Surang Manukuro Shang Chrochang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chrochang. Oh, fucking this fucking semicolon. I declare war on semicolon on Sanskrit texts. What's today's date? On December 19th. I am not lying. Surana Manukuro Shang Chota. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm messing up here. But because of this, I'm messing up here. Because of this fucking shit. Semicolon contingency. That's what I call it. Surana Manukuro Shang Chochang. Surang Marukuro Shang Chochatang. Surang Marukuro Shang Chochatang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. My mind doesn't know what this thing is. Because of that semicolon. And because this is supposed to be one word. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochang. Surang Manukuro Shang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. I hate that semicolon so much. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochang. I can't say Chochang because that fucking semicolon. 5 syllables before it. I am not lying to you. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. Mana Benendran. Second try. And I'm gonna do 2 versions. I'm gonna assume that these are 2 words. Bangato Shirao Sham Janan Riko Shwe Surang Manukuro Shang Chochatang. Mana Benendra. Okay, so it could be 2 words actually. I'm gonna just do 1 version. I'm just taking too much energy out of me. I don't want to go over 2 hours. Just because of fucking scholars' texts, What the fuck, dude? Bangato Shirao Sham. Bangato Shirao Sham. Jan Tarikushwe. Brang Manukuro Shang chochatam, manukroshacha chochatam, mana vanandram. Yeah, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Messing me up. What the fuck? What? Why are you putting a semicolon in Sanskrit texts? What the fuck is wrong with this fucking translator? What the? I'm not even trying. Must be the AI. That's why I could say. Pranam. I need more cannabis. I can't. It's like, if you know the English language, right? If you know the English language, if you see like Chinese characters in your sentence, that's what I'm dealing with here. That's exactly what I'm dealing with here. I'm hammering myself as I'm saying it. If you know the English language, if you see like a Chinese character riddled in your sentence, that's what I'm dealing with here. What the fuck? So now you get an idea of what I'm dealing with, hopefully. I'm gonna call ice on these semicolons. Take them away back to where they belong, the Western English language and such. I can't believe it. I'm messing up because of fucking semicolon. Riddled, throwing up the whole chapter. Every sentence has a semicolon. What the fuck, dude? Like they couldn't. I can't believe it. How would you like it if you're an American seeing a Chinese character in every sentence you read? You're like, what the fuck? You get a language rage, road rage, language. You get the English rage. Like, what the fuck is that Chinese character doing in my English language? That's what I'm doing, man. What is that fucking semicolon doing in my holy Sanskrit text? I am not lying. That's exactly what's going on. My mind is going, what the fuck is that semicolon doing in my holy Sanskrit text? Ugh. Sham. Jan Tare Kushwe Shrang Manukuro Shang Chetatam Manukuro Shang Chetatam Mana Vanandram. Last try. Mangatro Sham Jan Tare Kushwe Shrang Manukuro Shang Chetatam. Oh my god, Chetatam. Manukuro Shang 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 Chetatam. Mana Vanandra, take that ignorance. Last try. Bangatro Sham Janata. Bangatro Sham Janatare Kushwe Surang Manukuro Shang Chotatam. Manukuro Shang Chotatam. Chotang. Manukuro Shang Chotatam. Mana Vanandram. Absolute last try, fourth try. Bangatro Sham Bangatro Sham Janatare Kushwe Surang Manukuro Shang Chetatam. Manukuro Shang Chetang. Manukuro Shang Chetatam. Manukuro Shang Chetat. Manukuro Shang Chetatam. Oh my god. Manukuro Shang Chetatam. Mana Vanandram. Okay, moving on. Now, second version, second try. It's not my fault that fucking fuckers put semicolons riddled throughout the whole fucking chapter. Not my fault. But you know what? It's slowing me. I should have been done an hour ago. I wasted 1 hour because of semi-fucking colons. If you could see them riddled Every sentence has a semicolon. Fucking, I just hate it. I just hate it. Why would you put a semicolon there, stupid ass? I mean, you must have an IQ of like less than 110. That's all I could say. I'm being factual. What the fuck? Mga chosang sham, jan tarik shwe, surang manukuro shangache chachatan, surang manukuro shangache chachang, surang manukuro shangache chachatan, mana vanendran. Last try, shloka 19. Thank God I'm only 3 away from the end. I don't want to read texts that are riddled with fucking semicolons because a fucking stupid ass didn't know what to do. I just want to read Sanskrit, but guess what? Stupid ass decided to put semicolons in holy Sanskrit texts. I surrender. I don't know what the fuck this. I mean, if they're dumb, I will feel sorry for them because they don't know what they're doing. If they truly, I'm coming from a point of view they should have known better. But if they truly don't know better, is that what I'm dealing with here? That they don't know any better. Because it's messing me up. I should have been done an hour ago, but because of fucking semicolons, in every single fucking sentence, there's a semicolon. I should have been done 1 fucking hour ago. It have been weren't for these fucking semicolons. When whoever did this, if something bad is happening to you, well, here's the reason. Are you fucking kidding me? These fucking semicolons will be the end of me? I hope not. I mean, if I'm making mistakes right there, but the fact that this is there is messing me up later. It's like a delayed attack, if you will. Aho kashatam kushwena punuyo yagatiha patatya sao punuya karata punuyo kirtiha tangna brubam tapamana satatoham tapamana satatoham satang matien ipateyam katam nu. So for the record, this is supposed to be 2 words. I could have been done 1 hour ago, but because of these fucking semicolons in every single fucking sentence, which doesn't belong there, has delayed me for 1 hour, and I've wasted some energy because of it. Because these semicolon contingency, I'm getting angry. Tana bruvan patamana setatoham satang matye Nipateyam katam nu. Last time. I fucking hate that. Alright, that's all I could do for now. I don't want to email this person. I don't even think it's a person. I seriously think this is AI doing these things at this point, because it's making me angry to no end. Like, are you even human? Do you know what you're doing? Why would you put semicolons? Tanabruvam Patamana Sutatoham Satang Matye Dipateyam Katam Nu. Almost made it. Absolute last try, fourth try. Almost done. The good news is after this I have to read 2 more sentences and that's it. It looks really hard to me. Like I'm getting right now. It looks really hard. But at least it's just 1 more sentence. Tanabruvam Patamana Sutatoham Satang Matye Dipateyam Katam Nu. Fuck you, semicolon. Dairang King Tang Pavatang Yajinya Pumiha Sami Kushya Chainang Devarita Mupang Gate Gatosmi Devarita Mupang Gatosmi. Second try. So in this case it's supposed to be 2 words. 2 words. Sometimes it's so, half the time it's 2 words, half the time it's 1 word, and it's up to the reciter to figure it out. It's like somebody's saying that's a really poor system. Yeah, I'm with you. This is a really poor system. It's like you have when you're running Windows 95 and it's the year 2025. You're like, oh, this is running really slowly. Just wait like 3 hours more, it'll load, trust me. It has enough hard drive. My hard drive is only 10 megabytes long. Alright. I'm tired. Dairang king tang pavatang yajina pu miha sami koshu chaitang tavarita mupang gatosmi. I'm so drunk and tired. I really call it the semicolon contingency. It has messed me up. I have nothing nice to say about it. Why is it there? If you could see it, there's a semicolon in every single sentence. What the fuck, man? Somebody might even say, illegal aliens. Yeah, I'm with you. These are fucking illegal aliens. In holy Sanskrit text. And somebody says, oh, no, these are semicolons. They deserve equal respect as all the other, words in that Sanskrit holy text. No. Sanskrit doesn't work like that. Get rid of that fucking semicolon or else, I should have been done 1 hour ago. That's what I'm gonna say. No, those semicolons deserve equal treatment as all the other Sanskrit. Fuck you. Some texts are more equal than others, so fuck you. Get rid of those semicolon. I should have been done 1 hour ago. That's all I'm gonna say. That's a fact. The real fact is that I wasted 1 hour because of these semicolons in every single Sanskrit text. Some might even call them legal aliens, and I say, I'm with you. and someone else might say, and those semicolons are just as equal as all the other texts in that, words in that Sanskrit text. No. Some are more equal than others. The Sanskrit texts are more equal than that stupid semicolon. Okay. Second try. Last shloka. First part. Dairang king tang pavatang yajinya pu miha sami kushuya chainang davarita mupa gatosmi. 하빌가는 탕 대식감 야지냐 푸메. Oh my fucking god. Guess where I messed up? Guess where I messed up? If you're a newbie, if you've never listened to Sanskrit and are tuning into my channel for no fucking reason, you should be watching something else. I don't know. You figure that out. Anyway. Yeah, but where did you figure it out? Okay, whatever. 야지냐 푸메 투 fucking god. Okay, so this is supposed to be 1 word. I'm gonna mess up because it's not written as one word. It's fucking semicolon. And because these semicolons in every single sentence, I've wasted 1 hour. That's all I'm gonna say about this whole thing. I'm gonna keep saying I wasted fucking 1 hour because there's a semicolon in every single sentence. There's a semicolon in every single Sanskrit holy text. Sentence, sorry. Okay, so that's one word. First try, last shloka, second part, last part. 아빌가는 탐 다시감 야지냐 푸멜 투망아방연감 브라티그로히양 브라티타흐. Yeah, okay, I got one in the bank. I'll try one more time. Last try. If I mess up on the last try, I should remember that I did it right. Like right now. That's my problem is, oh, I messed up again. It's like, no, you did it right. You're just doing extra. I'm doing extra. I do a lot of extra work. I do a lot of effing extra work. 아빌가는 탐 다시감. I keep doing extra work when I shouldn't be doing. Manual labor, as I call it. 아빌가는 탐 다시감 야지냐 푸멜 투망방연감 브라티그르히양 브라티타흐. No, shalom. I'm done. Yay. Hey, so if you're just tuning in to listen to Sanskrit, Aryan Sanskrit, which hasn't been pronounced in the last 500 years, there's only one other person who could do what I could do. So I'm gonna say fewer than 10 individuals in the entire world who could do what I could do. But it hasn't been pronounced in the last 500 years, as far as I could tell. The only the person that pronounced how I'm pronouncing these things, I'll just demonstrate it. 예당바소 나는다네 까마루비 삼바트 사라나 마유탐 샤타남. Whoever said that happened about 500 years ago, just like that. Because everybody says like they're mispronouncing every single word now. And they can't even figure out this is one word or two words. Like, clearly, to me, this is two words. Why did they put a semicolon there? One, there are AI. Two, it's so stupid. So neither of them, neither of the assumptions look good to me. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna finish up. I'm getting tired. I can't believe I wanted to finish this in half an hour because the fucking semicolons in every single sentence that I just read in Sanskrit had a semicolon in it. And it took me 5 times the time it should have taken me. I should have been done 1 hour ago. Sorry, this is making me mad. It makes me so mad. Is this the correct text? That's my question. Let me just check and see that I'm reading the right. Last thing I want to do is read the wrong chapter. I've done that so many times. Okay, cool. All right. I'm at the right chapter, 89. Yes. You know what? I'm gonna take a restroom break. I wanted to originally finish this 1.5 hours ago, but because of these oh no, the next chapter also has these friggin' semicolons riddled everywhere. Every single sentence that I just read has a semicolon in it. And if there were no semicolons in this chapter, every single sentence in this chapter has a semicolon. If there was no semicolon in this chapter, I would have been done 1 hour ago. That's a fact. So I need to take a restroom break because of this effing semicolon. I don't know how to deal with this shit. Like, you can't even beat up. Like, how do you meet me in the backyard, you stupid semicolon. You know what I mean? Like, it's like arguing with God or an invisible being. Anyway, I have to take a restroom break now because I wanted to be done 1 hour ago. But because of these, and the next chapter also has semicolon. I don't understand this. I really don't. So, all these semicolon and it is in every single sentence. I am not lying to you. Look at this. Semicolon, 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 semicolon. Every single sentence has a semicolon. What does that mean to me? It's going to take me 5 times the amount of time it would normally take me. So if it took me like 10 minutes to say the entire chapter, but because there's a semicolon in every single sentence in that chapter, it's going to take me 15 minutes, which is exactly what happened. Okay, so I need to take a restroom break because I wanted to be done 1 hour ago. So I could have used the restroom after the session was over, but no, the friggin' semicolon contingency. 2 minutes, thank you. And for the record, there are no better texts. There are no better texts in this world. You think you're living in heaven? This is what I have to deal with. I have to like fucking mend what is broken. I have to mend what is broken. Okay, yeah. So I apologize for my attitude. Just you're reading holy Sanskrit texts, and every single fucking line is like every single line is infiltrated by a fucking semicolon. I call them illegal aliens. And if you're laughing at that, hey man, maybe your whole family, your whole nation might go to heaven. Who knows? Fuck. It took me. I could have been done 1 hour ago. and I have to deal with it the next time I read it. How many chapters? I can't believe this shit. And the worst thing is you cannot find better texts in this world, or else it will be here. You see my point? This is how fucked up the whole thing is. Welcome to the real world. Anyway, I just wanted to listen to Sanskrit, and you're telling me this whole world is fucked up, and now I understand it. Oh no, I didn't ask for this. I am so sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm so sorry as in a gesture. I'm so sorry. Here we go. Translation. So if your Sanskrit recitation is over, I'm not gonna read any more Sanskrit. I'm done. Especially reading these stupid Sanskrit texts riddled with semicolons. Attacked. The holy Sanskrit land has been attacked by semicolons. If you're an Indian laughing at what I just said, I think your whole family is going to heaven. God bless you. No, shalom. Anyway, here we go. I'm done. I'm tired. Here we go. Yang descent. I am Yayanti, son of Yayanti son. I am Yayanti, the son of Nausha, and the father of Puru. For having disregarded every creature, cast off from the vision of the celestials, and of Rashuis crowned with success, and falling down, my righteousness having sustained a diminution. In years I am older than ye, therefore have I not saluted ye first. Indeed, ye Brahmanas always regard him who is older in years or superior in learning or ascetic merit. Ashtoga replied, Thou sayest, O monarch, that he who is older in years is worthy of regard. But it is said, stop it. Was that a human or second-class ghosts? Ashtoga replied, Thou sayest, O monarch, that he who is older in years is worthy of regard. But it is said that he is truly worthy of worship, who is superior in learning and ascetic merit. Yati to this. It is said that sin destroyeth the merit of our virtuous acts. Vanity containeth the element of that which leadeth to hell. The virtuous never follow in the wake of the vicious. They act in such a way that their religious merit always increaseth. I myself had great religious merit. All that, however, is gone. I will scarcely be able to regain it, even by my best exertions. Beholding my fate, he that is bent upon achieving his own good will certainly suppress vanity. He who, having acquired great wealth, performeth meritorious sacrifices, who, having acquired all kinds of learning, remaineth humble, and who, having studied the whole Vedas, devoted himself to asceticism, with the heart withdrawn from all mundane enjoyments, goeth to heaven. I'm gonna say that again. I'm so sorry. I hope nobody's attacking me. I'm almost done. I'm done. I get attacked when I recite Sanskrit text. After 45 minutes, somebody goes insane. In the neighborhood, in the vicinity where I live, if I'm reading Sanskrit texts for more than 45 minutes, I will get attacked after that. It's been happened so many times that I have recognized the pattern, if you will. Here we go. He who, having acquired great wealth, performeth meritorious sacrifices, who, having acquired all kinds of learning, remaineth. He who, having acquired great wealth, performeth meritorious sacrifices, who, having acquired all kinds of learning, remaineth humble, and who, having studied the whole Vedas, devoteth himself to asceticism, with the heart withdrawn from all mundane enjoyments, goeth to heaven. None should exalt for having acquired great wealth. None should feel vain on having studied the whole Vedas. In the world, men are of different dispositions. Destiny is supreme. both power and exertion are fruitless. Knowing destiny to be all-powerful, the wise, whatever their portion, should neither exalt nor grieve. When creatures know that both weal and woe are dependent on destiny and not on their own exertion or power, they should neither grieve nor exalt, remembering that destiny is all-powerful. The wise should ever live contented, neither grieving at woe nor exulting at weal. When destiny is supreme, both grief and exultation are both unbecoming. O Ashitaka, I never suffer myself to be overcome by fear, nor do I ever entertain grief, knowing for certain that I shall be in the world what the great disposer of all hath ordained. I'm gonna say that again. O Ashitaka, I never suffer myself to be overcome by fear, nor do I ever entertain grief, knowing for certain that I shall be in the world what the great disposer of all hath ordained. Insects and worms, all oviparous creatures, vegetable existences, all crawling animals, vermin, the fish in water, stones, grass, wood, in fact, all created beings, when they are freed from the effects of their acts, are united with the Supreme Soul. Happiness and misery are both transient. Therefore, O Ashitaka, why should I grieve? We can never know how are we to act in order to avoid misery. Therefore, none should grieve at misery. Possessed of every virtue, King Yayati, who was the maternal grandfather of Ashitaka, while staying in the firmament, and the conclusion of his speech was again questioned by Ashitaka. I'll say that again. Possessed of every virtue, King Yayati, who was the maternal. I hate it when they divide the words. Possessed of every virtue, King Yayati was the maternal grandfather of Ashitaka, while staying in the firmament. At the conclusion of his speech, was again questioned by Ashitaka. The latter said, O King of Kings, tell me in detail of all those regions that thou hast visited and enjoyed, as well as the periods for which thou hast enjoyed each. Thou speakest of the precepts of religion even like the clever masters acquainted with the acts and sayings of great beings. Thou speakest of the precepts. Thou speakest of the precept. I cannot say precepts. Thou speakest of the fucking amen. Thou speakest of the precepts of religion, even like the clever masters acquainted with the acts and sayings of great beings. Yayati then replied, I was a great king on earth, owning the whole world for my dominion. Leaving it, I acquired by force of religious merit many high regions. There I dwelt for a full 1,000 years, and then I attained to a very high region, which is the abode of Inandrang, of extraordinary beauty, having 1,000 gates, and extending 100 yojanas all around. There too I dwelt for a full 1,000 years, and then attained to a higher region still. That is the region of perfect beatitude. Sorry, fucking I hate it when they divide words into two fucking lines. I really do. I mean, I begot the hatred of hating dividing words into two lines from reading Sanskrit, but now I really hate it now. Anyway, I'm gonna pick up one line, I think. Maybe not. Okay, here we go. Yeah, one line. There too I dwelt for a full 1,000 years, and then attained to a higher region still. That is a region of perfect beatitude, where decay is never the region, viz., at the Creator and the Lord of the earth, so difficult of attainment. There also I dwell, and they misspell. Is this my kaima? Look at that word there. They misspelled it. It's rare to see misspellings like these. The reason why I'm pointing it out is it's making me angry to no end. I could destroy the whole universe because of this fucking mistake at this point, because of the semicolon contingencies I have to deal with beforehand. Like, what? Like, is this Gaima? Like, the author specifically made a mistake for me, knowingly or unknowingly. That's a key term, a key word. Unknowingly, he just did this just to make me fucking mad. I could destroy the entire universe. Will I do it? Can I destroy the entire universe? Because he should have spelled it. There also I dwell, but he spelled it idwell. 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 Like, what the fuck is that shit, man? I idwelt. Stupid fucker. I'm cursing somebody who died 120 years ago. Idwelt. Are you kidding me? You're fucking kidding me. You cannot find any better translation than it dwelt. By the way, yeah. You cannot find any better translation than it dwelt. By the way, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with here. Help me out, somebody. The government. Does anybody have money? You know, if there were more money invested into this thing, they would have corrected this error. That's all I'm gonna say. If there was more money invested into this thing that I'm reading, you know, just highlight the world. Somebody's laughing at me. I don't know what's going on. Someone in the outside world is paying attention. Anyway, if there were more money involved in this thing that I'm doing, it dwelt would be spelled I dwelt, you know, correctly. But that's the nature of the, you know, monster that I'm dealing with here. I called it a monster. Oh no. Backing up one verse, or one shloka, whatever now. There we go. I just want to finish at this point. Fucking semicolons mess me up. And misspelling. It's the straw that broke the camel's back. I am so mad. I'm so mad to the point that I'm laughing. Here we go. That is the vision of perfect beatitude, where decay is never. The vision, viz, of the Creator and the Lord of the earth, so difficult of attainment. There also I dwelt for a full 1,000 years, and then attained to another very high region, viz, that of the God of gods, where too I have lived in happiness. Indeed, I have dwelt in various regions, adored by all the I'm gonna read it again. Indeed, I have dwelt in various regions, adored by all the celestials, and possessed of prowess and splendor equal unto those of the celestials themselves. Capable of assuming any form at will, I have lived for 100 ayutthans of years in the gardens of Nanandana, sporting with the apsaras and even beholding numberless beautiful trees clad in flowery vestments and shedding delicious perfumes all around. And after many, many years had elapsed, while still residing there in the enjoyment of perfect beatitude, the celestial messenger, a grim visage, one day, in a loud and deep voice, thrice shouted to me, "Ruined, ruined, ruined, O thou lion among kings." This much I remember. I have then fallen from Nanandana, my religious merits gone. I heard in the skies, O king, the voices of the voices. I'm gonna start from here. Almost done. Cool. I'll start from here, backing up one shloka. And after many, many years had elapsed, while still residing there in the enjoyment of perfect beatitude, the celestial messenger, a grim visage, one day, in a loud and deep voice, thrice shouted to me, "Ruined, ruined, ruined. O thou lion among kings, this much I remember. I have then fallen from Nanandana, my religious merits gone. I heard in the skies, O king, the voices. I'm white. I hate my injury. It's messing me up. I heard in the skies, O king, the voices of the celestials exclaiming in grief. I'm gonna read it again. I heard in the skies, O king, the voices of the celestials exclaim. I cannot say exclaiming because of my fucking injury. You know what? Whoever caused my injury is gonna now have their karma coming back to them, because now I'm starting to get angry. Anger is a spiritual thing, by the way. You know, what you do with anger is up to you. You know, stay ahimsang, non-violent. But anger is a spiritual thing. I'm starting to get angry at whoever caused my injury, because you know, being prevented from pronouncing certain words, or many words at this point. I heard in the skies, O king, the voices of the oh my fucking god. I heard in the skies, O king, the voices of the celestials exclaiming in grief. Alas, what misfortune! The Yati, with his religious merits destroyed, though virtuous and of sacred deeds, is falling. And as I was falling, I asked them loudly, Where, ye celestials, where are those wise amongst whom I am to fall? They then pointed out to me the sacred sacrificial region belonging to ye. And beholding the curls of smoke blackening the atmosphere and scenting the perfume of clarified butter poured incessantly into the fire, and guided thereby, I am approaching this region of yours, glad at heart that I come amongst ye. I'll read that again. So yeah, I do get attacked after 45 minutes of doing this. I've been doing this for 2.5 hours. Like, people in my neighborhood, some people in my neighborhood are going insane. They're like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm just reading Sanskrit texts, you know, something that has been pronounced for the last 500 years or so. Anyway, here we go. And beholding the curls of smoke blackening the atmosphere and scenting the perfume of clarified butter poured incessantly into the fire, and guided thereby, I am approaching this region of yours, glad at heart that I come amongst ye. I'll try it one more time. It's the last sentence. And it's Shabbat now. Shabbat Shalom. The sun went down. I am getting tired. I have to do my Kabbalah prayer. And from now on, I am not live streaming Sabbath anything anymore. I am going to shut down. I'm going to do all the Kabbalah things privately during Sabbath. Here we go. Not Shalom. Last sentence, last try. And beholding the curls of smoke, blackening. I cannot say blackening because of my injury, and I'm getting mad at whoever caused this injury now. I haven't gotten mad until now. And beholding the curls of smoke, blackening the atmosphere, and scenting the perfume of... Oh my god, yeah, I'm getting really mad at my attackers. And beholding the curls of smoke, blackening, and beholding the curls of smoke, blackening the atmosphere, and scenting the perfume of clarified butter poured incessantly into the fire, and guided thereby, I am approaching this region of yours, glad at heart that I come amongst ye. Okay, I'm getting mad at a lot of things. Wow. Anyway, I'm done. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna make notes to myself. So yeah, I never got mad at the the individuals responsible for my injury until today. And how did I get mad? It was preventing me from doing my Sanskrit stuff, my personal stuff. Like, when I say personal, it means like God. Whoever did this does not believe in God. Let's put it that way. Whoever caused me the injury does not believe in God. Let that be a lesson to you. Whoever the nation of the individual, the person belongs, the whole nation does not believe in God. Period. Let that be a lesson to you. Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much. Shabbat shalom. So yeah, I got delayed 1 hour because of the semicolons infiltrated, and then I got delayed maybe 15 more minutes because the injuries that I'm sustaining. And now I'm getting mad. I've never gotten mad until now. I'm getting excited actually. Wow, I'm getting mad. That's really cool. I'm getting mad at the individuals that cause my grave fatal injury, as I call it. Why? Because I cannot say certain things because of the injury. When it has to do with Sanskrit, I don't care if I were a bartender even, or like somebody even a news broadcaster, I would not care. But because it comes in the way of studying Sanskrit, something spiritual between God and me, it's coming in between God and me. Well, guess what, motherfucker? Whoever causes injury, not only is are you gonna die, your entire fucking nation is gonna die. Like 99% of it. God loves, so he's gonna, spare some remnant. He's not a tyrant. God is not a tyrant. Guess what? Whoever caused my injury, not only are you gonna die, your entire fucking nation is gonna go extinct. 99%. I just realized this today. I didn't realize this before. I'm getting mad because I cannot do my Sanskrit stuff. That's like, these people who attack me, they never fucking pray, by the way. It's like when you're praying, you got in between the praying. When Jesus prayed, nobody messed with him. He prayed. Imagine somebody messing with Jesus while he's praying. Guess what would have happened to the individual? Not only him, but his entire fucking nation. That's what I'm talking about here. So I'm gonna say this in the name of King Yaosha, just for the record, because I'm so glad I'm live streaming right now. Just for the record, whoever caused my injury, not only are you gonna die in the near future, your entire fucking nation is gonna die. 99%. God is love, so he's gonna spare some people, but it does not look good. Your entire fucking nation is gonna die, whoever caused my fucking injury. I just realized that today. I wasn't angry. I keep dropping the F-bomb because I just started to become angry at my injury, whoever caused my fucking injury. How dare you get between God and me? You're gonna make somebody not believe in God? So the punishment for that, punishment for trying to prevent somebody from believing God, is not only are you gonna perish, your entire fucking nation is gonna fucking go extinct forever and ever and ever. 99%. He spares a remnant because God is love. Anyway, I just realized this. So I'm sorry if I'm babbling. I'm done. Thank you. Shabbat shalom. Yeah, wow. Cool. Progress. Maybe I'll even heal. Have a good night. Shabbat shalom.